Here's Jackson to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one.
Third and goal, Jackson. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Odell Beckham, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. Looking to pick up some steam, generate some steam right now. Down on the scoreboard and struggling a bit.
And sometimes you have to find it from places you don't ordinarily get it. Not necessarily just going back and throwing the football. Maybe use your legs a little bit. Maybe rely on some teammates, get the ball in their hands. Anything to try and generate a spark. But bottom line, he has to play a lot better.
Yeah, he does. He's got the 2 INTs and the 1 touchdown pass so far.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. 7 yards, the pickup there. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Running left, here's Edmonds. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
Only able to get it to his own 20 after breaking through the contact. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Jackson from the shotgun. Dumps it off to Mixon. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Here's Hardman to return. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. 2nd down and another run with Edmonds. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 25 on 2nd down. Jackson going right back to Beckham here, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different. Take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Again, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jeff Swaim. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Out for the PAT, here's McGinnis. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Cohen now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Catch made here by Campbell. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Campbell making the catch. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We begin with the big matchup of the weekend. Andy Reid's current and former squads. Kansas City taking on Philadelphia. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. Gabriel Davis, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Daniel Jones has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Superdome. And that one's at halftime with them leading the visiting New York Giants. The number 2 overall pick back in April, Zach Wilson, with 2 touchdown passes. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. As the offense takes the field, we zero in on Lamar Jackson. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. Wouldn't you love to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it? Give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for Dallas. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. He's got it over the middle to Jeff Swain. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. A draw play for Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Jackson. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw, it's Allen. buying time to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Landry, agile footwork. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jackson. Open is Swaim, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 7 yards to pick up there.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense. So